Hey everybody, it's me, Mirame, your favorite 50% Femboy, 50% genius indie VTuber, also known as C9X, and welcome back to the couch, I guess. I might name the playlist that. So we're looking at Rock Galactic's new season preview. There's a few stuff here. There's some talking in the beginning and the back. I don't know if they're important, but we can watch a bit, see if it's important. If it's not, then we'll skip to the bits where they show stuff. Also, I just watched the new Chainsaw Man movie earlier today. It's number 2. Jesus Christ. It was okay, as you can tell. Could be worse. But yeah, that happened. Anyway, as always, grab a snack or a drink, ideally water, because that's what's best for you, and check a posture. Hopefully you enjoy the stream. Also, the guy who I watched Chainsaw Man with, he watched this before I did, and he said there's a collab of some sort. So looking forward to that. All right.
Hello and welcome to another On the Horizon. My name is Mikkel Martin Petersen and I am the game director of Rock Galactic and Rockcore. And
I wonder if any of these are
Hey chat, I'm Mike.
Viable.
And I am the
or they're
lead game designer
from fans and stuff.
And Rockcore.
Yeah, and we are here today to talk about Rock Galactic and Rockcore. And to use a bit of a cliche, we got good news and bad news for you. And let's start off with the bad news. So yes. We originally announced that Rockcore would be coming out to early access by the end of this year. And as things are, we are realizing that is not going to happen.
No, we have to delay it. We're delaying it. And we're delaying it until
custom subtitles
Q2,
because of this error, unless they changed it recently.
We need more time. Again, we just released Alpha 4, and we're very happy with where it went. But we also know that, looking at how much more we still want to do, how much we want to.
I mentioned this earlier to my friend, but
add to the game.
DRG needs a lot more content.
But we will get back to Rockcore. But on to the good news. So the good news is that, and we're super excited about it.
We are very excited about it.
Is coming to Rock Galactic.
Not only is it coming, it's coming soon.
It is.
It's coming very soon.
Good.
We are looking at a Season 6 for Rock Galactic in Q1 2026.
Yeah, so that is before Rockcore goes to early access. Yeah. We will release Season 6.
Yeah. So what we're going to do for the show here now is that we are going to talk about Rock Galactic and Season 6.
Yep.
Then we're going to take some questions. And then we will move on
these
to
are not
talk about Rockcore
custom subtitles
and Alpha 4.
Yep.
And some of the new take more questions, and last but not least, we'll just talk a little bit about the Deep Rock Survivor that just landed on mobile. Yeah. But to talk about Season 6.
Yeah, we need some help.
We need some help. And we would like to see Andreas from Invisible Wall on stage.
Hey, Andreas. Let's make some space.
I think my friend that DRG needs a lot more content. You think about Siege. Siege has seasonal updates, and people are still
now you were probably wondering what is
new operator and operator rework, a map every once in a while. DRG is the same boat.
Can you maybe introduce yourself?
Takes a year for new content.
My name is Andreas Beck.
And it's you can finish the content pretty quickly, except the battle pass.
Over the last couple of months, I've had the pleasure to work with these guys, and it's been absolutely amazing so far.
Yeah.
And I think we are all here to talk a little bit about what we have in store for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
But some context.
Yes. So what is happening is, to just put it out, Invisible Walls and Andreas are helping us make Season 6 for Rock Galactic.
Yeah. Yeah. So the thing is, we've been, as those of you who have been with us for a while,
60% of the things they've said are just
run Rock Galactic.
They're just stalling for
time. Seasons for that.
Have our cake and eat it at the same time.
And it's been hard to have our cake and eat it at the same time.
Nothing important. 60% of what they're saying.
Luckily, Invisible Walls, they are about 10-12 minute walk away from our office, and
we know them.
Yes,
we've been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
And stars aligned, and we were able to try this out.
And I think sort of the idea started brewing.
Like Mission Invisible Wall, but they never mentioned who Invisible Wall are. They, what is the importance? They never stated that. So I don't know why I should care about Invisible Wall.
And then we've been working on it for the last couple of months.
Yes. Yeah. So we have stuff to show you.
We do.
Now
that has been made, and the thing is that, we here at Ghost Ship, and I assume also, we're very, very, very proud of actually what has been made in this collaboration. We've been working very closely together with Andreas, me and Nico.
That's a collab, okay.
We have weekly play sessions and all that stuff. So I think
you're gonna see some amazing stuff.
Yes.
Pretty soon.
Yeah. I mean, we're really excited that we're actually able to restart content development for Deep Rock Galactic.
And I think also you guys have been
more
wanting
content quicker or
more content for Deep Rock Galactic for a long time, and so have when we're the same, right? We have also been wanting to see how Deep Rock Galactic could develop.
I mean, it's our baby. We want to see it continue,
and now it's finally happening. So maybe we should.
I think we should just jump
into it. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
take it away. I think you should.
I can do that.
Yeah. So new enemies,
we're happy
missions,
to announce that we're going to
events,
release Season 6.
pass.
It's going to be called Relics of Huxes. And we've been back and forth on the theme actually for a couple of months in the beginning, right? We had a lot of ideas and we had a lot of talks. Mm-hmm. But I think from day one, it seemed like you had like something with this theme that sort of latched on to. And
but it was super cool, right? I mean, I remember you presented like, I don't know, 5 different concepts that were vastly different.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? And I think it was super cool to get some fresh blood.
No, sure. Yeah,
right, onto the Deep Rock Galactic and you throwing some new ideas into the pool.
And I think this one, I mean, it wasn't called Relics of Huxes then, but there's something about, like, as we went through it, that one really stuck. It clicked. We selected a couple to, like, further explore, but this one has really stayed strong throughout, and that's why we ended up with this.
Yeah, and I think, like, also at Invisible Wars, this was one of the ones we were most happy about, so it's been super fun.
Like, gives me a sense that they're going to go into like some ancient ruins or some sort.
New stuff has sort of surfaced at Huxes.
Like whether if it's a mine shaft or
admitted, but it appears that these deep scan missions have sort of started tectonic disturbances throughout Huxes, and a lot of secrets has been uncovered. I think the first big secret that has sort of surfaced is a new biome, which is called the Ossuary Death.
Yeah, I think it's a really cool biome you guys made.
It is.
And I think just very quickly before you get into the details of it, but I think like we've been doing new biomes before, right? And we've generally been going into these more complex, more intricate
I see lots of, like,
environments with a lot of these things. And I think one of the great things here is that it's going to this more simple.
It is, and I think it's gonna. It plays
there have
really
been
nice
like massive bones in previous biomes.
That feels like a super nice backdrop to just playing Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Looks like
and I think we have done some biomes that are more busy than this one, like Asia Wield or Hollow Bow.
Exactly.
And this is just pretty, and the gameplay just plays amazing.
No, I think it's really cool, and it's nice. I mean, I think there's space for both types of biomes.
Yeah.
But I'm very happy that actually we ended up on one that is, and it looks awesome, I think.
But we've had so much fun working on it. Like there were a few challenges getting these columns to work and everything, but as it turned out, you have these awesome cases where the enemies sort of crawl from the ceiling down through these columns to the floor and everything, which is super fun.
Neat.
And we're just having a fun time in this biome, and hopefully you will as well.
Yes.
Of course, we are still working on it, but
I think when you talked about like Relics of Huxes as the title for Season 6, I think like one of the underlying themes.
This doesn't really make sense.
It's gonna be treasure hunting.
Unless it's like a growth
old things.
Old things. We're gonna have like we're gonna draw like I don't know inspiration from Indiana Jones, Tomb Raider, The Mummy. It's gonna be a little bit old school.
That's a claw, but it's
but I think that will be more clear as we show you more images from Season 6.
And I think, if you talk more about the biome, because there's a lot of bones and stuff in there.
Exactly. So this is like a fairly desolate place, as is obvious from the shots here. But the overarching thing here is that there's a lot of bones in this area, and they are sort of there for a reason, actually. As you will see in a few minutes, there's a story behind these bones.
Either we need to collect the bones,
like this sort of lift
for the mission, or it's like the enemies are like covered with bones
for centuries and decades, and it's finally being able to crack it open and see what's in there, which is going to be super fun.
Yeah.
Yes. It's super.
Man, I was excited for the collab.
It actually looks
and now I'm just so very disappointed.
Also bringing a new new look to.
Unless it gets
actually, I don't know if we should go into that kind of detail, but we did talk a lot about colors right in the beginning as well, and there are a lot of colors in some of the other areas, and I think we were all sort of invested in this idea about going without a lot of colors for this one. So that is what we've tried to do.
Yeah, I mean, I remember like before, right? I actually really wanted there to be some kind of accent color, and Mikkel, you were very much
like if you have mods or like lower graphic settings,
I think it's just
you won't see a lot of these bones.
Sort of like remove some of the mood that is in there now. It's like dread, and it's a lonely
that will
place
require mods to get updated,
and I think that is I think you nailed that feeling in the biome.
Place. That is a big pile of bones.
Dusty place.
Yeah, and also I think the fact that there are
like
that it is very brownish, grayish, the whole biome.
Yeah.
It allows all the game mechanics we have in a mission, or the minerals and all that are just like popping.
Yeah,
which is super. It looks super amazing. Awesome.
I also think it's really cool. I don't know, you can. Chat, I don't know, you can probably see in some of the screenshots, but there are these structures along the walls running through it. And last time we were playing last week,
I don't know what he's
actually able to use
about.
them for traversal. So this biome also, you get to actually move through it differently than you would.
Yeah, you can also zip line to the stalagmites and everything, and it's
exactly. So kind of like you also have in Lush Downpour, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like the structure allows a different kind of movement. So I think that's also really fun with this biome as well.
Yeah. And
now this is the next part of it, right? Because this place, even though it seems kind of abandoned, it's not fully abandoned. So
there's
we
like
are
flying
excited
bombs
to
or
introduce
machines,
a
I can
new
tell.
enemy species in this season. We through a lot of talking back and forth, we've
mentioned species, so it's
found
probably
out
a
that
bug
it's
then.
the Osirans, and they come in different shapes and sizes. What we will take you through first is the Osiran scrap. And it's these small buggers.
Oh, they're bugs. Okay.
And actually, I think
that's why they mentioned species and not variant, because
they
mentioned variant,
crawling
then
around,
it's going to be a robot.
Mikkel and Mike suggested that why don't they fly as well? So we tried that out, and they became even more annoying, but it was also kind of fun. So we stuck with it.
Yeah, and I think just very good to give also context in terms of the combat situation where these guys sit, right? So they are fairly small. They're bigger than swarmers, right? They're a bit smaller than
imagine
grunts,
if
but
this
they're
is a Star collab. These guys would be a propagation swarm.
You gave them this armor.
Yeah.
So they are actually armored on their back.
Yes.
So in that case, right, they're actually harder to kill than grunts. Right
That's
now.
true. Yes.
We're still playing, by the way.
There's a little bit of balance. I know.
Still ongoing.
Today we turned down the amount of them a little bit.
Okay.
Because they were, but it's the details. But we'll work it out.
If they're not flying, they're armored like this. But if they're flying, then they just have no armor. I assume.
Like a huge amount of
unless maybe like the weak armor on their
flying
stomach, and completely no armor on their back.
And then I think when we've been playing it, we felt that they were too cool to just really dispose of very quickly. And then we have been sort of like saying, okay, how can we make them live a little longer? More health, armor.
Exactly, but when they fly, right, then they're like they expose themselves.
Exactly, yeah.
So they become like moving targets, right? But ones that are easier to kill, though perhaps sometimes harder to hit. And I think it's really cool because they are bringing this kind of behavior that we currently don't have in any. Like
so
we
these
have
are like the armored guys, the armored glyphants.
They're not enemies. They're not.
That's true.
I think it's quite cool. And
they like hide in the ground.
Scrap's cousin.
Kind of like some fish, some fish and bugs.
This one. If you haven't figured out yet, this one is sort of the new bear trap of Huxies. So it doesn't sit in the ceilings as the cave leech. This one
much longer than I expected.
Ground and lies in wait, and you will come across this once in a while.
You're gonna love it.
I wonder how hidden they would be. I want them to show like how hidden they would be.
There's gonna be mixed feelings probably.
And also, there's also mods that show health bars.
Right
I don't know if it's a mod or if it's like a core game feature.
But
if they show health bars and you just like look at the ground and you should find it. Same with the smart rifle. So the smart rifle makes sense because it's a smart rifle.
You are actually able to locate them if you are paying aware. Right? Yeah, ahead of time if you are paying close attention. But I think in a lot of the situations you're also easy to miss them because of the lights and everything, right? But that's also a balance.
Yeah, but you guys also did a thing like so, right? Because again, it does have some similarities with the cave leech, obviously, right? Ground cave leech or whatever. But you also did a thing that after it kills the dwarf, right? Unlike the cave lich, which of course are stationary and they stay, so you have a dead dwarf and then you come to
they
rescue
move.
them, and then the cave lich comes and get you.
Relocate.
Therefore, check above. This one does something different. Can you explain that?
Yeah. So what we're trying out right now is that it grabs you and it takes you down, and then there's a window for your friends to kill it.
Yeah.
But if it manages to kill off the dwarf before your friends get to it, then it makes finish you off, and then it digs itself down again. And then it sort of relocates to a place in the vicinity, so that you should sort of, before you just dive in to resurrect your friend, you should probably look around in the area.
Where does it go?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I think that's going to be fun.
I should add that what you're looking on, like throughout this entire presentation, is sort of still work in progress, so everything is prone to change in look and functionality.
Definitely more interesting than
if
the
you are
regular
scared
bugs.
of this thing, we can add that we're also doing a warning, right?
Yes.
No, these
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
Yes. We added a warning.
That is,
Yeah, so you will not get rid of them necessarily. They will probably pop up now and then.
Yeah.
Yes, and then you can get a double warning with these guys and the cave leeches.
but their natural habitat is the new biome, right?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Next up,
There's
also
I think this
a new
is
mission.
Yes, so we did pitch a few ideas. Actually, I
Heavy
think we
excavation.
pitched a lot of different ideas, and then I think it
Also, where's
was a
Gunnar?
little bit of a coincidence that one of them that we pitched also resonated a lot with you, and we actually found files in the project from 8 or 9 years ago.
Yeah.
That sort of
it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So, but maybe take to the mission,
Yes,
then I can talk a little bit
of
about.
course. So the new mission, again, tectonic disturbances, everything has been shaken up, and all of a sudden new things started to.
Yes.
And management is of course super happy about that. And if you jump to the next one, you will now be able to play the mission called Heavy Extraction. And
Are we, like,
in this
digging up
one,
a massive
you are sent down to Hoxes to
gem or
dig
whatever?
up these big pieces of resinite. And if you look that up on Wikipedia,
Resonite,
you'll
so
find
it's
that it's amber.
resin?
Whether there's something inside of it,
So it's
management will
amber,
not
right?
disclose as of this writing, but time will maybe tell.
I'm gonna guess there's something in it.
During the
If they
mission,
say
you're
that.
sort of set down there to dig it out, and you can either do that by pickaxe or by the driller, of course. And
Or dead packing the thing.
yeah, that's true. Yes,
You can do that as well.
yeah, that's
and it's
true.
Probably
I
like
think this-
developmental, but like there's these purple bits.
Very-
I wonder if
very
that's like
quickly,
telling you how far
because
you need to dig out.
One for me very important thing about this mission is that it has actually gone. We've been doing new missions before, obviously, and generally they have been escalating in complexity as we've been trying to find new things for players to do, new cave structures for players to explore, and very often it becomes like a checklist of things to do, or a lot of machinery is involved. You're building things, or you're hacking things, or whatever. And I think what's really cool with this one that you guys did is that this is coming a little back more towards the simple exploration missions that we have.
Mining expedition and econ, I think, is
Exactly, and I
one.
think especially mining expedition, because to find these, you don't have a tool to find them. They're not on the terrain scanner, right? I mean, you are exploring a cave, you're moving through it.
They didn't tell you where it
the
is,
cave
and then you
structure
just
is
have to
different
find
from
it somewhere.
mining expedition, right? With a heavy extraction, right now you're working kind of like.
I want to know what you do with the 4 things. Do you like break up the
idea
crystal?
there.
Are you
But you're moving through it, so the
like
team
what?
can split up, the team can go together, but you have to eyeball it, right? You have to find things. They're not very difficult to find, just like Morkite isn't difficult to find. But the point is that you are much more present in the cave, and you're just moving through it, waves happen, you find one, and then you start digging.
And it goes in hand with the whole overarching theme here, which is treasure hunting.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Or relic hunting.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but the funny thing, the thing you said in the beginning,
Yeah.
it's actually, I think it's so old, this idea of, maybe you should tell about what is the blue thing on the side.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so
Thank you.
the first step is to dig it free, and then at some point you've excavated it, if not enough, to get to the next stage.
Yeah.
And in this stage, you have to attach lift rockets to this big thing. And a lift pod is sent down in the vicinity somewhere, and then you have to go get these lift thrusters and work together to get them down on the resinite mass.
Yeah. And just very quickly, of course, if you're playing solo, right, the idea is the Bosco can help you dig it out, and of course, as always, Bosco can also help you carry things, right? So you can always laser point one of these and he'll grab it.
Yeah. And I think these lift rockets have been in the project,
Yeah,
right?
so-
In some sense.
So, I mean, I actually think that right after I designed Molly, I actually had this idea that, I mean, Molly could carry all the smaller debris you were mining with your pickaxe, and then I had the idea, well, hey, what if the dwarves are finding like huge rocks or huge mineral pieces that they need to get off planet? How are we doing that, right? And then I actually made a design for lift rockets. And I got so far as I was like some of the first voice recordings I even did with Javier.
You just lift them up and they just follow
so
you?
we actually had these very old
yes, and then they
recordings.
stayed buried for all these years.
And then we got onto other things and it never made it. But finally, it's a dream come true.
Yes.
Now they
actually lift it and just follow
8 years
you
in the making.
Yeah.
You know.
But it's a cool mission. It's fun, and I really like how it plays. And of course, I mean, it's still ongoing refinement. You can see the graphics, of course, not finished at all, as with pretty much everything you're seeing here. But I think it's going to be a really cool addition to the
and I really like this treasure hunting aspect of it, that you are searching and you're not told where they are, and you just basically need to keep your eyes open and go to the mines.
Yeah.
So once you've attached all the lift thrusters, you of course have to get it off the planet, and you just go back to the lift pod, and then the laser show starts.
Whoa!
It has to get out. Right, and the cave has
ceilings.
Imagine if we could like stand on it
so,
and like Molly and like we could go on it, so like after it's like while it's digging, it's basically like
lasers can help to get this resonite mass.
I don't know.
It seems more modern than what the drop pod is doing.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like the mission where you need to like get the resonance crystals.
They are developing all the time, right?
I don't know. Instead of going down, you go up.
It works. Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, it's fun to sort of instigate. Then. You're doing that a couple of times, and then
and you can ride it. Yes. At least we have been able to ride it previously.
We have we have a few bugs on it where we have to solve some challenges, but hopefully we'll manage.
I'm sure.
We have also sent Molly.
It'd be great if we could extract with it by having us and Molly climb on it.
So how many are in the mission?
Right now we have it. So depending on the length, you can do between 2 and 4.
Yeah. I think last time we played it was 3.
Yeah.
Often it comes to 3, which is sort of roughly 20-25 minutes, right? Depending on how quickly you find them. And
I also think, like Mike talked briefly before about the generation of the caves and how we do that. Yeah. And if you don't know, I mean, all missions in Deep Rock Galactic have their own rules for how a cave is generated that supports the way the mission is playing. Yeah. And it also helps generating a different experience when you go down, right? And we compared it before to Mining Expedition and Egg Hunt, that is also just a search for minerals, right? That you need to locate yourself. But Mining Expedition is very linear. You start point A and you go to point B, and then you mine more kind on the way. Yes. And Egg Hunt is more like an open area with some tunnels that goes around, where you have to explore a more, I don't know.
There isn't a path to follow.
Yeah, exactly.
And there is the same way.
And we're doing our own thing here. This mission is also getting its own set of procedural generation. Yeah. And depending on what we do there, that can also add to the time it takes to play the mission, or how complicated it is to play the mission. Yes. So it's something we're still experimenting with.
No, and we've tried some very cool but very complicated cave structures to fall through. And of course, there is space for stuff like that with high complexity missions being rolled. I feel like Mark has been showing this picture now like 5 times or something. Let's talk about this guy, the event, the season event.
Yes.
I think you should.
I can kick it off, and then so this one people will probably recognize. This is just a placeholder enemy, of course. It's a colored grunt. But once we are ready with season 6, this will be a Oseran bone collector. And what you will be seeing now is sort of a walkthrough of the season event that's going to be for season 6. Yep. And you of course play this to get the season resource but we'll get to that.
Sure.
So throughout all of Huxes, when you go down on a mission, you might run into this fellow. Once you see it, it's important that you sort of keep track of it and go for it. Once you do, though, it's very swift. It's not aggressive. Instead, it will actually flee. So you shoot it, and then at some point it begins to flee, and then you have to sort of figure out where it went.
Yeah. Quick disclaimer: it doesn't leave sprinkles.
Oh, it doesn't.
Or, I mean, it does now, but it won't. It's going to leave something else. There is going to be a trailer.
I'm just going to say now there's going to be a demand, a chat that we actually leave it in like
I
this.
said new resource.
I don't know. Let's see.
We are gonna experiment with different trails, I think. But for now, it leaves sprinkles, and they are cute.
Yeah.
So it flees. You follow the track. Good old small hunt or track.
I thought you had to like follow it, and then it's gonna dig up
Depends on
something.
what it's leaving, right? If
Instead
it's
of
like
like making it
footprints
free
or
to
is
like
it leaving,
follow
I don't know,
it.
But you are
slime
tracking
or-
it. You are tracking it, right?
Yeah, so it's going to leave something, right?
Yeah. So once you get to the point where the trail ends, you get to digging.
Yes.
A good thing this time around is that you actually don't have to do all the digging, because it appears that all these Osirans are actually doing a lot of digging throughout Hoxes. So the shaking of Hoxes has sort of led to these Osirans spread out.
Yeah.
And being bone collectors by nature, they have started to collect bones in all the different biomes. So once you attacked it and followed it to its chambers, you can sort of begin to get in and explore these additional cave systems that actually spawns next to the caves.
Yeah.
So you will begin to go into these small tunnels and figure out what's in there.
Exactly. And but of course, I mean, they're not empty, right? So in there is more Osirans waiting.
Yes, and the good thing
What are those blue crystals?
management found that when you have these chambers of bone material that lies around, over time they crystallize into the new season resource, which is osmium. And right here is like the first version of osmium. And you go into these rooms, and then you dig them free.
Yeah.
But these are also areas where there are increased Osiran activity.
Yeah.
So you cannot simply just go in there and expect to.
Probably
take
like a
these
resource
pieces
that
out
you like
without
put in Molly
having a
and
fight.
then
No,
it
and I
counts
think
towards your
that's one of the
Balpass
things I liked
score.
about this
instead of being
event,
an
the way you guys
actual
made it, because
resource.
normally we do defenses,
Like
right?
Copra
Or at least
or
we have
Magnite.
not all of them. Obviously,
Yeah.
we've with the rivals, we've also had offensive events, but here you're actually you're raiding a small cave system, right? You're trying to like breach into it. And get deeper as these enemies come. So I think for me.
I wonder like how visible it would be on
it plays a little
on
different,
the terrain scanner.
And it also, again, has
Because
this
once you find the end of the
tradition
show,
of
if
wipe
you
to
can
it,
just
right, that
open
there
terrain
is
scanner,
like
then
a
you can just
secret
dig directly to it instead of
room or
needing to
cave
dig around
in the binds that you need to
blindly
uncover.
where they were last seen.
And raid.
Exactly. Yes. And
Oh, you pick it up.
Yeah, then you get
a
the
couple
stuff.
of more shots, and then you hand it into a molly, and then you move forward with the mission. Of course, once
Yes.
you've cleared these.
And
these tunnels.
it's placeholder.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see here.
And also just quick context. So for anybody who's a
I do
new
like the color, though,
player
like,
or
they like
joining
the
us,
animation.
so just very quickly, these season events, right? Every season we've been releasing has an event. These tie into the performance pass that each season has, right? You progress through
Massive
that
snooze
in
fest.
various ways, and by doing events, you get some kind of mineral, or you get something, depending on the season, that then gives you script, which is kind of like this currency that you're using inside this performance pass to unlock the cosmetic tree elements, right? So that's what this is for.
You know, script is actually a real thing, right?
Yeah, it's like in like mining towns, right?
Yeah, where they didn't have real money, and then they were actually paying the workers, the miners, in script, which was like a token money.
Yeah. Only usable there. It's like,
Only usable there. So.
Yeah.
Kind of like slugs
yeah.
and
I was not aware of that.
No,
that's
but
interesting.
you learn something new every day.
That's,
Yes. This is an educational channel as well.
yes. Yeah, but that of course brings us to
Weapon
the
skin?
performance pass,
Yes.
because as with any season,
looks
this one
kind of
comes
like
with a complete new.
like how like
performance pass as well.
And I love
AK-47
the
looks.
framework you guys made. I think this one is really cool.
This is
You get the
work in
middle bit
progress
and
as
then you have
well,
the wood
but
bit
this
or
is the
leather.
direction of the new framework. We're calling it diesel driven, and it's sort of we've tried to take it a little bit back and also paying homage to some of the references for this entire season, and hopefully a lot of you will like it. At least we in the team really enjoy making this one. So having a lot of
So
fun.
this
with
is
it.
guns like grandpa.
Just like
it's all-
Grandpa used to have,
exactly.
yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
No, but it's super cool. And of course, it's coming with other stuff, right?
I just got a cramp.
Oh no!
kind of meh.
Okay, stretch it out. No, but there, of course, there's and you got.
I
new
think
cosmetics.
a lot of people is asking for hats, right? So of course there will be hats, but there will also
You already
be other
have
stuff.
that? Since the rest is basically just Q&A, I'm gonna
the usual stuff.
I'm gonna listen to it while I Google something. I want to know like.
And of course, just very quickly, as usual,
the hell
again, for those that don't know or just anything, I mean, we have this performance pass and it's running in this like season pass kind of structure, but it is completely free and there's no kind of anything. Just if you don't know. Yeah.
So I think that was what we had to show you of the season 6.
I've never heard of these games.
The Rock Galactic coming
so I don't
in
know
Q1,
like what's special about
2026. And I think right now we are ready to actually take some questions from the chat.
Yes.
And I don't know, Mark, are you ready to?
Yeah. Hey, chat.
Give us the first one.
I'll be pulling some questions from both YouTube and Twitch. But to make me and Jacob's lives a bit easier, just preface your question with the word question in brackets, because then Jacob can search for him. We got our first question here is from Filthy Little Goblin, and he asks over on Twitch, will some of the new bugs be tameable?
Rock and Bone.
No, like Steve. I mean, Steve, everybody wants everything to be tameable. No, you're not. It's just the grunts.
If you try to pet them, you'll lose your hand.
Yes. Answer is no.
I think it's been answered. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Let me find another one.
That's to be expected because
we've got a question from
you can't really tame other races.
What will swarms? Hold on, it's here.
You tame glyphids.
What will
not
swarms
like
be like in heavy excavations? On a timer or triggered by something the player does? Or will there not be swarms?
For example, you can't tame wardens,
I don't think
tame...
we've settled on anything specifically yet, but as it is right now, you have
hoarders,
usual swarms.
You can't tame
on a timer, and then we have like an increased
rollers. Like you can only tame glyphids. The glyphid slash grunts and the heavily armored.
You're making a lot of noise.
Exactly.
After all, so it's only fair that you're waking up stuff.
I think that plays really well. So I mean. I think that actually may be what we stick with. Again, we're continuously playing. It's our process, right? We iterate all the time. Yeah. So
they were back. My internet just cut out for no reason. Like my internet was at max bars, but I was just not getting internet for some reason. I don't think you guys missed much.
To the events you do.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree. Ooh, next
question. Will your team have to dig out dwarves who were pulled into the ground by the leech?
It's not the leech, it's the
pit jaw.
It's the Oseran pit jaw. Actually, we talked about this just the other day.
Yeah.
And, would be interesting.
Could be cool.
So right now, the dwarf, if dead, just lies in the bottom of the pit, and then you can run down. Part of me really like this idea about it being a sort of pulled even further down, but I
think we should try it.
I think it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
You have to dig him out, but like not too deep.
So the question is, of course, I'm just saying, features don't come without challenges.
No,
right?
That's true. Yeah.
And we just talked about it. So, but one thing that could be problematic with it, like working like that, would be in solo.
But then Bosco can dig you out first.
Yeah,
that's true.
Like an Aquark. Then carry your body. My son, he's very sick.
All right, next we've got a question from Cisco over on YouTube.
Yes.
Will you rework some of the perks?
I have like 200 perk points and nothing to spend them on.
I take that personally.
And like there's no...
there is no plan right now to do a perk rework, a perk system rework. There's also actually no plans to do any kind of big balance anything right now.
There's 200 perk points in my inventory, and I haven't finished all the challenges yet. We need more perks and better perks.
And then I think for like in looking to future seasons, then we need to figure out how we can do this so that we can actually do the balancing in a way that like we don't want to do it like quickly, half-assed, and it is a big job, right? I mean,
I also think that I want to add here that I mean.
You never change your perks.
It's a pretty huge task for
once you find the perks you like, you never swap out of it.
With the project and working with it, to just like take over.
Yeah.
Here is what
vampire.
Mike and I
there's
and
that one that's a quick resupply.
Has been working on for 8 years.
There's the one that's
go and do something. Right? I mean, I think
you can like deposit faster and also
we
get
did
defense near a deposit point.
Secondary overclock stuff like that.
So I think these are the four main ones I use depending on the build.
The first season we are doing.
And also
we're doing something where it's easier for you.
It needs to be like some sort of rival competitor to Iron Will.
Getting the kinks of the whole project.
And part of it is also, I mean, the way we are actually working, right? So almost all of the production is actually being done by Invisible Walls, right? I mean, it is myself and Mikkel, and then a few also key people at Ghost Ship who meet with you guys and talk with you, right? But we are more in this like direction-giving role and feedback-giving role, and where we play together. But so therefore, I mean, like Mikkel says, it would be a crazy thing to just jump into it and do all these things, and weapon balancing is one of those things that I think like.
I think also in that vein, there's a question here from NC over on YouTube. He asks, "Looks awesome. With what frequency do you plan to release seasons for DRG from now on?"
Oh, okay. So I think we have never made any announced, or maybe we have, but I mean not really set anything in stone. We are always just working one season at a time.
Yes,
then I think that is gonna be the same here.
Yeah, but
and I think
you're not releasing seasons. You're releasing a yearly update.
Season 6, and we
instead of calling it like season 1, season 2, it should be like year 1, year 2.
Those ideas can be smaller or bigger, right? Or they can take longer or shorter time to actually execute.
Yeah, like you call it a season, but
so
you're taking like a year to release it.
In actually saying anything here.
Okay. You want to call it a season, make it like not more than.
If I has to say anything,
I don't know, 6 months.
Cannot be more than half a year between.
Like 9 is even too much. You're doing it like a year.
I mean, I think that worked. I also don't think it can't be much less because it's actually right. I mean, if we continue,
that's what I meant. It can be much less than half a year. So every time when we do a new season, right? I mean, there's a period both up until we launch a season where we are doing marketing and we are bug fixing and finalizing and
tweaking and
voice recording, and a lot of stuff needs to happen towards the end where we are not really producing so much, we're just wrapping everything up.
Yes.
And then after launch, there's a long period as well where we are making sure that the game will be running on Xbox
and hotfixes,
PlayStation and hotfixes and so on. That is taking time away, right? So half a year is probably the fastest we can do.
But I think just again to give context, right?
I mean, like you better do half a year.
Is that we're trying to
so long
restart DRG development alongside Rockcore, right? So again, if like the plan is to do more seasons after this.
At least Nicholas World over on YouTube here asks, so is Invisible Walls now going to do the content for DRG while GSG focuses on Rockcore?
Yes, I think that is
literally that's going to make the process faster.
Yes.
In collaboration, right? So if it kind of makes sense, it's not like we're saying like, oh, well, here you go. No. Like you guys do. DRG is still very. I mean, for me personally, and I think for a lot of people on the team, and you as well, DRG is a very, very special game, and as such, we want to make sure that it.
Yeah, and I think also, I mean,
it's something we're proud of.
I think it for us, it has also been kind of scary to sort of let you get in and work on the project. But I think a lot of that scare has gone away after we have seen what you guys have been producing.
I would also say that now we're talking about the two of us working together, but like we have channels with like 35 people between Invisible Walls and Ghost Ship, so like the entirety of Ghost Ship has been super helpful along the way, and
totally like Felix, for example, has been helping a lot with art.
Yes, and also down to like you've been very nice in helping us with all programmers being available for questions on technical side of things, and that's and I think we will need that for a long time, right? Working closely together, no matter what happens. But it's been a blast so far,
and it has worked out. I think I'm very excited for all of you to get your hands on it when the time comes.
All right, and the whole question here is not showing, so because it's a little bit longer one, but this one is from Byfunky over on YouTube. At some point, you guys mentioned deleting the whole season thing and just marking them as updates. Is that still going to be the case?
Okay, I have never mentioned that. That's never going to happen.
I think that was an example of like the broken telephone game kind of thing like that. So we used to have updates, then we switched to the season model.
Because
for a very good reason, because the update model didn't work for us the way we wanted to do. So no,
but they should though, because they're totally not doing it a season.
I think it
takes so long to make an update.
An update would also the spread of the type of players that are playing DRG, right? For those that have thousands of hours in, and those that are just coming in or have come in recently, the season model lets us create content that is relevant for absolutely everyone.
And it generates
content
that say we were just coming out with a new biome.
Yeah.
it wouldn't really give you much to play if you already played everything in Deep Rock Galactic. It would just be 1 out of 10 biomes, right?
Yeah,
or 11 biomes.
Yeah.
And then you would go in and take a look, and then it would be done with that, right? So the whole season pass and the fact that you can actually play through the season pass and unlock all the content that is in there, encounter all the new season events, that is actually generating a lot of playtime. And that was what we didn't see when we were just doing updates.
No, exactly. Right.
You can still
and
add
this way people can play,
passes
and
for
they can play together, right? So because again, it is a co-op game. It's not a single-player game where it's like, oh, here you go, check it out, right? I mean, it's important for us to also keep this community going, so that people have people to play with.
All right, here's a question from Radial36 over on Twitch. I'm a little unsure about this mission. It does feel rather similar to Deep Scan. What are the differences, and what made you guys decide to do a mission over another piece of content?
It is very different from Deep Scan. So the similarity is of course that there is something in the ground that you have to expose. But Deep Scan is very much about you finding these invisible underground elements, and you are given a scanner to do so. Because you have a tool, the Deep Scan also has a maze-like structure. It's one of the few missions, or I think it's more or less the most complex, like kind of like actual structure, where without the tool it would take you a really long time to find all the pieces. This is very different, right? I mean, what you made here, again, as I was comparing it to earlier things like Mining Expedition, you're finding these by sight. You're looking for the golden glow and the golden pieces, and then coming to dig them out. And then, but yes, I mean, so again, there are similarities. Something comes down. There's a lot of things that come down in Deep Rock.
But I think a big difference, and there's something we said before, that we wanted to do a mission that was way more simple. And deep scans.
I guess it is simpler than Deep Scan. You don't have
structure where you go. You need to scan 3 different rocks. When you have scanned all of them, you need to go to the elevator. You need to take the elevator down.
Yeah, have this fight.
Then you need to leave, right? So it has like a structure that is, again, more designed.
It's funny how they said that they're adding more complex mission types, but then this one is less complex than Deep Scan.
Of these risen Mars.
Yeah.
It's
done.
It's ironic.
Yeah, I mean, then you go down, collect them, and you're done with the mission.
It's like, go down, collect 200 more kite. Done.
Yeah.
So that's the idea. So while, yes, it shares similarities in some of the actions that you are doing, it plays very different.
All right. Here's a question from Hollowed Origins over on Twitch. Is this new biome going to be implemented into Rogue Core upon early access launch?
So I don't think so. And I think that on Rogue Core, we are developing a lot of new things, right? And you're going to be working now on Deep Rock Galactic.
Yeah. Rogue Core should have been a massive
it's going to be almost impossible for us to like keep everything in
rather than being a separate
in constant sync with each other. And I'm not sure we want that. That doesn't mean, though, that we couldn't see that biome at some point make a jump.
Yes.
And I think you could say the same thing for content that we produce in Rogue Core that could also make a jump into Deep Rock Galactic at some point.
Yeah.
But I think right now, as long as Rogue Core is in early access, we have our hands full of wrapping up that game and producing that game. And we also want to do a lot of new stuff in Rogue Core. So it is not like the first thing we're going to look at is like, can we lift more stuff from
No. Also, lifting stuff, again, at this point, it is not as easy to move things between the two anymore, right? Rogue Core is now running on a completely different engine version, and the two projects are separating. But again, like you said, right? I mean, there's stuff coming in that has already come in Rogue Core, right? It is working as a very good test bed for weapons and other equipment that we may at some point want to consider.
Yeah, and I think it is.
We'll see.
So I know there's another question, but I just want to elaborate a little bit on this, because I actually think that I've seen some comments on Discord or other places about why isn't Rogue Core just a DLC for Deep Rock Galactic, and I just want to explain. I mean, originally we started working on Rogue Core as a DLC, and we very quickly realized that we couldn't make the game we wanted if we wanted to keep Deep Rock Galactic intact alongside Rogue Core. For once, we have a completely different damage system in game. we don't have any of the creatures that you are encountering in the Rock Galactic besides the
that's not a problem
in Rock Core.
Yes.
And it is
for enemies, you can just add them normally.
And
the damage type, you can just rework the damage system in the game.
We're also developing Rock Core in Unreal 5, where the Rock Galactic is in Unreal 4. So there's also like a gap there.
The Rock Core is going to be a laggy mess. Got it.
Games.
No, but a lot of things under the hood have been changing and continue to change. Also, like a
name a UE5 game that isn't
we wouldn't
laggy
have been
as
able
fuck.
to do this if it was part of Deep Rock Galactic, right? I mean,
like this isn't laggy as fuck, or it has ass graphics because of.
This is from Trinito over on Twitch. Couldn't help but notice the huge glyphid skull in the new biome. Will we learn more about the Dreadnought's final form?
Ooh, can't say.
I think time will tell.
Cut.
Sorry, I know that was
just stick around and win the Deep Rock Galactic for the next couple of years, then maybe.
No, yes. But not to tease you. You definitely won't find out anything about that in season 6.
Oh. All right, but
I guess we're out of time since Mark was like,
"Hey
guys, last
question."
We
are. So I think we're gonna say goodbye to you.
Yes, it was a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
I guess we are already talking.
Massive snooze fest. I'm looking forward to it. You know, the new, basically ground cave beach looks interesting, but the rest I kind of meh. You know, I think I've already finished the new season's battle pass, like season 5. Yeah. And then I start working on older seasons. So like chances are I'm gonna be like finishing the new battle pass pretty quickly, and then I'll go work on the old ones again. And at that point, you know, there's no more content unless for like event content, like, you know, New Year, Christmas, stuff like that. The New Year, not New Year, the Christmas one is coming soon. They usually release it like towards the end of the month, like when the holiday is about to be over, and then they just let it come out to like 2 weeks, and then yeah. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed me rambling, because let's just, oh my god, massive snooze fest. I was so close to falling asleep. Yeah, they need more content. Like 60% of what they said was not important. So yeah. I mean, I guess that's one of the reasons why VRG is one of the lesser viewed content on my channel in general, alongside, you know, compared to like other games. You know, there's just not enough content. But yeah. See you guys next time. It's probably going to be sometime next week. I likely won't be streaming in the next few days. So, yep. As always.